Deficient, that's your vitamin D status right now, and you probably don't even know it. 80% of adults over 50 are vitamin D deficient, and it's silently destroying systems you need to survive. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and in 30 years of geriatric medicine, I've watched vitamin D deficiency contribute to more hospitalizations, fractures, and deaths than most people realize. You think you're getting enough because you drink fortified milk or take a multivitamin. But after 50, your skin produces 75% less vitamin D from sunlight, your kidneys convert it less efficiently, your needs skyrocket just as your ability to produce it plummets. And every organ system in your body is paying the price. This isn't just about bone health. Vitamin D deficiency is accelerating your aging at the cellular level. Within 72 hours of inadequate vitamin D, calcium absorption drops by 50%. Vitamin D isn't actually a vitamin. It's a hormone that regulates over 2,000 genes in your body. Research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that adults over 50 need 3 to 4 times more vitamin D than younger adults just to maintain blood levels. Without it, your intestines can't absorb calcium no matter how much you consume. Every calcium supplement you're taking is being wasted. But calcium absorption is just the most obvious problem. Your immune system is shutting down, leaving you vulnerable to infections that could kill you. By day 7 of vitamin D deficiency, immune cell production drops by 40%. Vitamin D is essential for activating T cells, your adaptive immune system. Studies published in the British Medical Journal found that adults over 50 with vitamin D levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter have 300% higher rates of respiratory infections and 70% higher COVID-19 mortality. Your body can't mount an immune response. White blood cells remain dormant. You're immunocompromised by deficiency alone. And here's what keeps me up at night. Week 2 brings bone loss that's setting you up for fractures that end independence. After 2 weeks, your body begins stealing calcium from your skeleton to maintain blood calcium levels. A process called bone resorption research in Osteoporosis International demonstrates that vitamin D deficiency causes bone loss at rates 3 to 5 times faster than normal aging. Hip fracture risk increases by 70%. But here's the cruel irony. You won't feel your bones weakening until one breaks, and vertebral compression fractures can occur spontaneously, causing the shrinking and hunched posture you attribute to aging. But your skeletal system isn't the only structure failing. Your muscles are wasting away in a process that's stealing your strength and balance. By week 4, muscle strength decreases by 30% due to vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D receptors exist in muscle tissue. Without adequate levels, muscle protein synthesis drops and sarcopenia accelerates. Studies in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that vitamin D deficient adults over 50 have 3 times higher fall risk and 60% greater likelihood of becoming frail. Your muscles are shrinking. Your balance is deteriorating. Falls become inevitable. And your cardiovascular system is being damaged. Something catastrophic is happening to your heart that raises your death risk by 80%. After 2 months of vitamin D deficiency, cardiovascular disease risk skyrockets. Vitamin D regulates blood pressure, prevents arterial calcification, and reduces inflammation. Research in Circulation found that adults over 50 with vitamin D levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter have 80% higher cardiovascular mortality, 64% higher stroke risk, and 57% higher heart failure rates. Your arteries are stiffening. Your heart muscle is weakening. Blood pressure is rising despite medication. But the metabolic damage extends beyond your heart. Your blood sugar is spiraling out of control, even if you're not eating differently. 3 months in, and insulin resistance increases by 60%. Vitamin D is essential for pancreatic beta cell function and insulin sensitivity. Studies in diabetes care show that vitamin D deficiency increases type 2 diabetes risk by 90% in adults over 50. Your pancreas can't produce adequate insulin. Your cells resist what insulin you do make. Prediabetes becomes diabetes. Diabetes becomes uncontrollable, and your brain is suffering catastrophic damage. Something terrifying is happening in your brain that's accelerating dementia by a decade. Between months 4 and 6, brain volume loss accelerates dramatically. Vitamin D receptors are concentrated in the hippocampus and cortex, areas critical for memory and cognition. Research in Neurology Journal found that adults over 50 with vitamin D levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter have 2.3 times higher dementia risk and experience cognitive decline 5 years earlier than those with 20 nanograms per milliliter adequate levels. Neurons die faster, plaques accumulate, memory fails. The forgetfulness you're experiencing isn't normal aging, it's preventable brain atrophy. But perhaps the most frightening effect is oncological. Your cancer risk is multiplying as your body loses its ability to suppress tumor growth. 6 months of vitamin D deficiency and cancer risk increases exponentially. Vitamin D regulates cell differentiation, inhibits angiogenesis, and promotes apoptosis of cancer cells. Studies in the Journal of Clinical Oncology found that adults over 50 with vitamin D deficiency have 300% higher colorectal cancer risk, 200% higher breast cancer risk, and 150% higher prostate cancer risk. Your body has lost a critical tumor suppression mechanism. Abnormal cells that should self destruct are surviving and multiplying. And here's the death spiral. All of this creates a frailty cascade that feeds on itself until you lose all independence. Weak bones lead to fractures. Fractures require immobility. Immobility causes more bone loss. More bone loss leads to more fractures. Weak muscles increase fall risk. Falls cause more fractures. Infections become more frequent. Recovery takes longer. A meta-analysis in the BMJ found that vitamin D deficiency in adults over 50 increases all-cause mortality by 57%, hospitalization rates by 80%, and nursing home placement by 300%. Every day without adequate vitamin D is a step toward disability and death. The research is unequivocal. Vitamin D deficiency after 50 is a public health crisis hiding in plain sight. You might think you're getting enough vitamin D because you go outside sometimes or eat fortified foods, but unless you've had your blood tested, you're almost certainly deficient. Your bones are dissolving. Your immune system is dormant. Your muscles are shrinking. Your brain is atrophying. Your cancer defenses are down, all because of a deficiency so common, it's considered normal. But there's another way. There's a version of you with optimal vitamin D levels. And what happens when you achieve that? Well, the transformation might reverse damage you thought was permanent aging.